Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Man, I really do appreciate you guys for being on today. We got a lot to talk about. There's some more stuff surrounding this whole slapgate that we've been covering for a minute now. Real talk. The plot keeps on getting thicker. More bad news. More bad news, y'all. And you see the title down below. I'm not happy about this. I'll explain why in a little bit. But yes, we got some breaking news for that day. Okay. We got some really interesting information here. And it is just like this downward spiral that we've been seeing. And I feel like everybody's really enjoying. Everyone's trying to get the best seat in the house to watch this man's career go down in flames. I think that's what's going on right now. I feel like a lot of people are real hype as hell about seeing this man's fall from grace. And it's frustrating, man. It's very, very frustrating to me. I'm upset. I said it. I'm upset. You might be going, why, Pascal? Why? Because like I said, everybody hates to see the rise, but loves to see the fall. And it angers me. It really angers me. Ginger Locks, I see your question. I'm going to pull this up before we go into the stories for the day. Okay, where did it go? Y'all moving in quick. And I appreciate all y'all for coming in and being a part of the conversation. So keep coming on in. Welcome to the show. Happy Sunday, y'all. It is Sunday. I usually try to use this day as a day of rest. And unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Because we still got more things revolving around this slap scene around the world. We're going to talk about that. But look, Ginger Locks, she says, do we still think this is staged? Let me tell you, no. And if anybody thinks it's still staged, why didn't they jump out on April Fools and say, April Fools? They didn't do that, y'all. So no, I'm going to put the music back on. No, Ginger Locks, dag nabbit. This is real. This is as real as it gets. And this man's career, like I said, is going down fast. Now, I know that there's some other people that have some questions about this, which I will get into the other side of things. I will talk about this here. For real. We're going to talk about all possibilities, all different sides to this big cornucopia of what the Fness that transpired, okay, on Sunday. By the way, do you realize that happened Sunday? Last Sunday. I feel like this happened 2 months ago. Real talk. But no, this is a real story. This is a real situation where we are literally seeing a man's career crumble before us. And he was America's sweetheart, y'all. He was America's black sweetheart. He was the person that anybody would sit there and go, man, if I saw him this is Will Smith. I trust him. If I saw him down a dark alley, I'd trust him. I'd give him the shirt off my back. You know, I trust him with my wife. Well, I don't know if he trusts him with his wife after all the other stories, but you know what I'm saying. I'd be like, yeah, I trust him. We good. But obviously, as you see in the title down below, this story is just getting thicker and thicker than a snicker. And we got to get into this, okay? So before we get into everything, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way past 100 likes. I see a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Hopefully y'all got some time to rest, kick up your feet, and do nothing today. I wanted to do that as well, but I'm here to talk to you guys about this situation. Real talk. It's sad. And we got some more bad news for Mr. Will Smith. So hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to hit that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this show. I appreciate you coming on and checking out this show. You know, we got to talk about this. So hit that subscribe button, okay? And of course, please, by all means, hit that join button. Join my Patreon. I've been showing members some behind the scenes of what I've been dealing with or what I've been doing for the past, for the past month now, building this new studio out, which I'm really excited about sharing with you guys. We are almost there, but you get to see the process of all the goings-ons putting this place together, okay? So please go check it out when you get a chance. You can go and check it out by hitting that join button, and then you get to go and see it, okay? Anyway, I digress. We got to go into these stories. Now, we already know, and I know all y'all are like, man, we've been known the ish that's been going on, but I got to show you guys a quick recap so you're not confused and you're not sitting there going, what the heck's going on? For those of y'all who are new, maybe some of y'all going, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on, man. So let me tell you what's going on. Chris Rock, 2022's Oscars, the 94th Oscars. He went up on stage, made a joke about Jada Pinkett's hair. Will Smith laughs. She rolls her eyes. He walks over onto the stage and then smacks him in the face. Smacks him in the face. Then after that, 30, 45 minutes later, he wins a damn Oscar. And obviously, this is the after party, and he's having the time of his life. But he went up there, and he was sitting there going, I'd like to thank the Academy, and, man, things you do for the crazy things you do for love, man. Hey, Jada. All that stuff. Okay? The things I'll do for love. That King Richard really messed up with my mind. So on and so forth. Everyone rose to their feet, jubilant, ecstatic that he won, totally forgetting that he had just slapped Chris Rock, one of the greats in stand-up comedy, smacked him right in the face. So, just a quick recap. There's been a bunch of other things that have been unraveling under this whole thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick breakdown of what this whole thing's all about. Because some of y'all are still living under a rock. Man, I kid you not. I ran into somebody last night. I was at a bar having a drink with my fam and everything. And literally, there was one person on this planet that did not know about the Will Smith slap. I'm not kidding you. One person did not know about the Will Smith slap, and they are a Will Smith fan, and they're a Chris Rock fan, and they didn't even know any of this ish, man. So, I have to say the quick recap is kind of like previously on, you know what I mean? Previously on the Pascal show, and I have to do that really quick refresher, recap kind of thing so that you know what's going on. You feel me? Because this person literally did not know that the slap scene around the world, I guess he wasn't a part of the world at that moment because he didn't even know that happened. Seriously, people live under rocks. I'm not kidding. So, with that being said, so dope. You know what? You ain't wrong. It is kind of refreshing if you think about it. Let me pull up their comment. That's actually refreshing. Yeah, it is kinda. But that means that person is not looking at their phone. That means they're not even looking at their TV. That means they're not looking at nothing. Because you can't escape this conversation. Everybody and their mama talking about this. And this happened 7 days ago today. From today. 7 days. We've been talking about this for 7 days straight. Damn. Okay, that's a lot of time, baby. That's a whole lot of mother-loving time. But I digress. Yes, it is refreshing to a certain extent, but it is very interesting how quickly somebody will sit there and go, there's a war in Ukraine against Russia? And you're like, bruh, come on. You didn't know. No, I didn't know, man. I mean, what's going on? What happened? What's up with Putin? What's up with that, man? There are people out here in the world that are literally like that. And you just want to go, oh, you just need to find Jesus. Damn. You literally that far gone. Holy Jesus. Anyway, I digress. Okay. We got some stories to tell, so we got to get into this ish, y'all. We got some bad news from Mr. Will Smith. And it goes a little something like this, y'all. Oh, and also I do have a video where Denzel Washington finally speaks out about what happened after the slap seen around the world. He had an interview with T.D. Jakes, Pastor, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and we got to look at that too here in a little bit. So sit tight. We're going to get through a few things. Enjoy the ride. And do not forget to hit that like button. Send it past 100 likes real quick for me. That would really, really mean a lot. But let's get into this article first, y'all. Like I said, Will Smith now faces being banned from Bad Boys as Sony halts work on fourth installment of the film franchise after Oscar's shame. Like I said, this is the craziest thing. You know for a fact, Bad Boys, that Bad Boys franchise was one of his biggest money makers. It still is one of his most successful movies out there to date. Don't get me wrong. He got a bunch of other great movies. I Am Legend is fire. I just hate the ending. I hate the ending. But that movie is fire, okay? Pursuit of Happiness, still a really good movie. So on and so forth. He got a bunch of movies that he's done. Personally, not a I wasn't, oh man, I know some of y'all gonna be mad at me when I say this, but I'm gonna say it. I wasn't the biggest fan of King Richard. I'm sorry. I just wasn't. But at the same time, it still was a good movie. It was still good. I just wasn't a fan. You know? I don't know. That's just me though. But I do think that he has a lot of other movies that have been unbelievable. There are some really great movies he's done. Seriously. Some of his performances in other movies have been fire. Ali, some people really like Ali. I didn't like Ali either. I didn't like it. But I Am Legend, fire. Fire. Okay? Pursuit of Happiness, amazing. Amazing movie. Okay? He's still a solid actor. I'm not sitting here saying he doesn't deserve the Oscar that he got, but I feel like it is a legacy Oscar, his body of work more than his performance in King Richard. But I digress. That's just my opinion. I know some of y'all will be like, what are you talking about? That was an amazing performance. That's fine. That's your opinion. And this is just mine. Okay. But this is huge. The fact that they're sitting here saying, no Bad Boys foul. No more foul. Or at least it's being put on hold for right now. And I'll put in my own 2 cents on why it's being put on hold. Or is it on hold? Or is it never going to be seeing the light of day because of this slap? But we're going to get into it, okay? So, pretty quick, short and sweet article here. But Will Smith's upcoming blockbusters could be put on ice following the attack on Chris Rock at last weekend's Oscars ceremony. Work on the fourth installment of Bad Boys film franchise has been halted by Sony following the fracas. That's new to me, according to Hollywood Reporter. The film would have seen Smith reunited with his co-star Martin Lawrence as a maverick Miami drugs agent. Now, I feel really, really bad for it. Like, this is screwing up Martin Lawrence's bag too, baby. And that's what sucks, because I love Martin Lawrence, and I think he's hilarious, and I think he's an incredible comedic actor. And I think he's an incredible stand-up comedian too. And I wish he would come out with more stand-up. But like I said, I wish this was not happening to Martin Lawrence, because this is also a bag that Martin Lawrence is about to lose too. And that's damn. And then any other person that's in this movie or that was planned to maybe be in this movie, all of them are losing a bag, because of this slap. Like I said, this slap is more than just what? More than just him shaming his family or shaming his name. It bleeds out even more. Anything that his name was attached to or his production company was attached to is being annihilated right now. He got another movie that's already in the can, done, which we're going to talk about here in a second too. Already in the can. And now that movie is going to be put on ice because of this slap. And I have to say this too. Imagine how many actors that might have gotten their big break in that series, or I don't know if it's a series or a movie, but that this movie, I think it's called Emancipation, if I'm correct, already been done. The movie's already done. All those actors that are sitting there going, I'm in a new Will Smith vehicle. I can't wait. This is my big break, mama. This is my big break, mama. And then that thing's being put on ice too. Like I said, this is huge trickle-down effect in an incredibly terrible, terrible way. And my heart breaks for every single person that is involved with any of his projects. Real talk. This sucks. I hate to laugh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but this really sucks. Okay? But let's continue on with this article right quick, because there's more. So, as we know, no more Bad Boys 4, at least for right now. Now, I know some of y'all thinking, oh my God, no, it's dead and gone, dead and gone. It's not dead and gone. Allegedly. It's just being put on hold. But by the time they actually green light this movie, they're going to be 70 years old. They're going to be running after people in their wheelchairs and stuff. Come on now. Okay? But anyway, of course, we all know the Bad Boys for Life. You know what I'm saying? Or Bad Boys 3. Some of us really loved it. Some of us didn't. It all depends on your flavor. You can never, ever, ever beat out the original, because the original was just fire. Okay? That's just my personal opinion. The second one goes over the top, and the third one's good. You know what I'm saying? But you will never, ever, ever, ever beat the original. The original was amazing. Okay? So going on more into this article, and Netflix has now reportedly slowed down the production on its planned action thriller movie called Fast and Loose, which stars the 53-year-old Will Smith. They slowing everything down. Slapgate done mucked everything up for everybody. Everyone's bags. I'm saying everyone's bags is affected, deeply affected by this slap. He did not think about anything when he walked up and slapped Chris Rock in the face, slapped the taste out his mouth. Real bloody talk. It's sad. Industry sources say studios want to assess how tarnished Smith's reputation has become after he stormed on stage and slapped Rock. Okay, he made a joke at the expense of Jada Pinkett Smith. We already know all that ish. The Men in Black and Ali actor, which, by the way, I didn't like any of the Men in Black movies. Surprise! I'm sorry. I never liked them. I just didn't like them. I'm sorry. Like I said, some of y'all are going to sit there and go, well, Men in Black and all these movies that Will Smith has been in. And I'm going to sit there and go, no, I didn't like that one either. I didn't like any of the Men in Black movies. None of them. I thought they were sappy as hell. I hated them. But I'm sorry. He still secured a bag. He still was Will Smith, and he still killed it. He still did his thing. He still did his thing. I see over 1,200 people watching the show right now. Hello, hello, hello. Do me a favor while I continue on with this article. Do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Get it past 500 likes real quick. That doesn't cost you not one thing. A like don't cost a thing. So hit that like button down below past 500. That would really, really mean a lot. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. You'll thank me later. Welcome to the Pascal Show family. Anyway, let's get back into this article, shall we? Now, they say the Men in Black and Ali actor is also due to appear in an Apple TV's. Now, this is a British article. So, 90 million pound slavery drama called Emancipation this autumn. But there has so far been no suggestion that will be delayed. So apparently they're saying that it may stick around. They may put it out anyway. Well, if you really think about it, they kind of have to. If they end up shutting this down, that's 90 million pounds. And I don't know what that's in American dollars. I'm sorry. I don't have a currency converter or anything like that. But if you really think about it, really think about it, they have already put the movie in the can. It's done. This slavery movie literally is in the can. So if they don't do that, they lose $90 million. So I'm sure they're just going to slip it out. They're just going to put it out. Oh, there's a new movie with Will Smith in it. Go check it out. Bye. You know what I mean? They'll put it out in February because nobody really watches movies. Apparently, they like to put out their crappy movies around February. The movies that they think are just going to be fillers in the theaters. That might be the thing. They might just throw it out there and just say, there it is. Movie. Bye. It's about $150 million US. Dag nabbit. That's a lot of money that's already been spent. You see what I'm saying? So there's no way they can't put it out. They are going to put it out. They have to. That's $150 million. Okay? Crazy. Ooh, interesting, Purple Sky. I've been kind of looking at that in the corner of my eye, this particular story. But I'll say real quick, Carly, body has been found, apparently, according to a live stream right now on WFLA, just so you guys know, because we do care about everybody over here, all walks of life, especially everyone who's missing right now. We got to find every single last one of them. But yes, that's crazy news. So thank you so much, Purple Sky, for that information. But moving on, Smith, who took exception to Rock's joke about his wife's shaved head as a result of alopecia, also announced his resignation from the Academy Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, saying he had betrayed its trust. Now, here's what's funny. If he ends up doing this, Purdy Naps, thank you so much. Man, she put it down to the dollar. Hold up. Here is what 90 million pounds looks like in American dollars. So 118 million $30,410 American dollars. That's crazy. Thank you so much for that information. But going back to this, he said he betrayed the Academy's trust. Now some of us are sitting here going, oh, maybe he did this to save his face. Maybe he did this to save the statue so that he doesn't lose the monies and lose the accolade. Well, funny thing is the Academy can still do whatever the hell they want. They can still strip him of his award. Doesn't matter if he steps down. He steps down because he thinks that's the right thing to do, which I do agree. I think he should have stepped down. I think so. And I think this is a good move. But at the same time, they're still going to sit there and say, well, hey, doesn't matter if you step down, bruh. We are still going to investigate, fight about this and debate about it. You're still going to have to write a letter. You're still going to have to follow standard procedures to find out if you still are going to be honored with this Best Actor award or not, because you still broke a code of conduct, period. So, which is very interesting. Now, we already know he won Best Actor. One Academy member said, some of the members are saying Will jumped before he was pushed. The executives are still in utter disbelief at what happened. The Academy said it would continue to move forward with disciplinary proceedings. All this crap. Yep, and that's about it. Like I said, it's a short article, but as you know, they are shutting everything down. They shut everything down. Now, when it comes to this whole movie Emancipation, yeah, they're going to put it out. They have to, or they're going to lose let's just say $120 million worth of hard work, worth of money spent. So they still are going to want to do the movie, and they might use it. This is just a crazy thought, but they might use it. They might actually use it as a feeler, as a test. They might throw that out into the water to see how cold the water is real quick, see what the temperature is, see how the general public responds to Will Smith in this movie. And if people don't show up and there's a huge box office bomb, then they have their answer right then and there. They have their answer. Then they sit there and go, we might want to pause on, really, we might want to put a halt on Bad Boys 4, any other projects that he's involved in. We might just need to take a timeout real quick. So they might be using this opportunity to step back, see what's going on first, see what the climate is with Emancipation, if people actually go and check it out. I mean, it's just a theory. Like I said, it's just a theory. It's just a theory. But, like I said, I'm probably utterly, ridiculously wrong. But, like I said, theories. But I can see them using this as an opportunity to look and just see how people respond. If they're going, oh, he got a new movie on Apple TV, bet, let me go check it out. Or they might go, man, I ain't going to buy a subscription to Apple TV just to see some guy who just assaulted another dude on international TV. I got better things to do. And if they see that and they see the numbers, you never know. They might be like, nah. Or this might give him a bigger opportunity. You never know. I mean, it's happening for Chris Rock right now. His tickets have skyrocketed for his tour. People are going out of their way to go and see Chris Rock on stage in hopes that he's going to talk about Slapgate. Real talk. Everybody and their mama's looking forward to this ish, baby. So maybe they're going, hey, let's see what he does in this movie. And maybe not. So we'll have to see. But what's interesting about this Bad Boys 4 movie, I'm going to bring back that. This movie, okay? Bad Boys 4. What's funny is apparently there was like a 30, 40-page script that was already sent out to production companies for Bad Boys 4. Somebody had already started penning a script for Bad Boys 4. On the eve, it was already sent out to a production company on the eve of the Oscars. Because they knew, or they thought that maybe if he wins Best Actor, we can ride this train till the wheels fall off and we can secure a huge bag. And then on top of that, as soon as he wins and goes, thank you, mama. Thank you, God. Thank you to the Academy. You guys like me. You really, really like me. Then they can sit there and go, guess what? Bad Boys 4 coming out soon. And then everyone goes crazy because everyone loves the Bad Boys franchise. Everybody does. We all even love the crappy ones. Right? So now that he did the Slapgate, they're kind of like, oh, let's take that script back. Oh, snap. Take the script back. Shoot. Now what are we going to do? Damn. He just messed up the whole bag for everybody. And I think he's screwing up the bag for Jada, Jaden, and Willow too. Personally, that's what I think. But we'll see. We will see. They're going to work out these. I'm sure they're going to be working out their kinks. They're going to test out this Emancipation movie because that's already in the can and it's already costed them $120 million, which is a whole lot of quiche. So they're going to go, we're going to throw it out. We're going to see how it goes. Maybe we're going to go with that saying, bad publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Maybe that's what it is. So maybe he's like, fingers crossed. Let's throw it out. Let's just see how it lands. Maybe. But no matter what, a lot of his other productions, like Fast and Loose, which kind of sounds like a Fast and Furious heist movie. That's just what it sounds like to me. I don't know the synopsis just from the title alone. Just from the title alone, it just sounds like a Fast and Furious meets Ocean's 11 type thing. But it could be anything. It could literally be a slapstick comedy with Eva Mendes again. You never know. Okay. Hitch was good too. I enjoyed it. It was sappy, but it was good. You know what I mean? He has great movies. Just not all of them I like. But still, even that movie, Fast and Loose, shut down. Bad Boys 4, put on ice. And I feel like they're sitting back just to see how the general public receives Will Smith from this point on. Also, I will say this too. Maybe they're holding back because they're waiting for this wave of disappointment from the general public, because we all been feeling some type of way about this. Let's keep it real. That maybe the wave will eventually slow down, will go down. Shoot. Come on. Mel Gibson is still making movies out here, y'all. And he done some crazy stuff. Mel Gibson. He done some. I hope you get by a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You don't remember the voicemail he left to his then wife? Drunk as hell, screaming, throwing out the N-word and stuff. He's still making movies, baby. He's out here promoting movies right now. He's making movies still to this day. So if he can still work, most definitely Will Smith will work. He just might have to sit back and wait for this wave to kind of die down. But he'll never live this down. Everybody and their mama is going to remember this to the end of time. He's going to die with people knowing this story. Period. But he can at least sit back, at least the team can sit back and wait for the wave to go down just a little bit. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. But that doesn't mean that people are going to go and watch Will Smith's movie. But then again, this is not like he went out and said, I hope you get by a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? He didn't throw out the N-word and say anything crazy like that. He didn't wish assault on his wife in a voicemail. He smacked another dude, sure. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of people going like, man, he had that one moment. It's all good. You know, man, this is Will Smith we talk about. This is Fresh Prince. We good. I'm still going to support him. Let's watch this movie. So I feel like that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen eventually. Eventually, everyone's going to circle back around and be like, man, we don't care. We just want them to, be bad boys for life. Come on. Yeah, it's cool. He smacked Chris Rock. He smacked Chris Rock. Let's move on. That's exactly what I feel like what's going to happen once this wave starts to die down. Because people are going to miss seeing Will Smith in movies. Unless, I'll say this too, unless he does not act right from this point on. If he still gets out here and puts out lame-ass excuses, tries to blame everybody and the kitchen sink except himself, takes no accountability for anything of the sort, or continues to go down this rabbit hole of being an absolute impulsively violent human being, then yeah, no one's going to rock with him. No one. And it doesn't even matter if he goes on Red Table Talk and sits down and gets exploited by his wife. It doesn't even matter. It's everything from this point on. It's everything. Now the whole world is watching him with a magnifying glass. He got to act right. If he goes out here and starts acting a damn fool, which doesn't seem like Will Smith at all. If he goes back to his regularly scheduled program of being positive, thought-provoking, inspirational Will Smith, the Will Smith that we all know and love, he gonna be fine. But if he goes back out here and starts acting a damn fool, and suddenly this is a new age of Will Smith, and it's like we went into a whole other dimension, it seems like, of opposite day, then he's screwed. But if he goes back to his old self and says, I'm going to use this to not only inspire myself, but to inspire others that you can change with the right amount of talking, therapy, and all that. But if he doesn't do that and he keeps running around just having a grand old time, hitting other people or starting beef with the rocks, all the rocks, then no one's going to watch his stuff. No one. Then he will be that guy like a Corey Feldman making a whole bunch of trashy Z-list movies that no one will ever watch. It's sad. So I hope that in the movie, in the biopic of Will Smith, because you know for a fact somebody going to be making this movie at some point, Will Smith will become a biopic. And I'm hoping that in this real life biopic that we're watching right now, there is a redemption story here. I feel like there is. And I really can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him redeem himself. I'm really rooting for him. I really am. What he did is wrong and messed up, and he's got a lot of work to do. It's a long path on this road to redemption, but I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it, and I want to watch it. And I hope that he's able to sway the general public back into his good graces. That's what I'm hoping. I really am. But I see a bunch, almost 3,000 souls watching. Wow, y'all, you guys are incredible. Man, y'all incredible. Please do not forget, let's get that like button past 1,000 likes. Okay, do me that favor. Hit that like button down below. Get it past 1,000 likes. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything and it helps me. I came on here on a Sunday. Usually this is like my day off. You feel me? And I'm on here chopping it up with y'all, talking about Will Smith for the 7th time to this week. Dag nabbit. So please hit that like button. Get it past 1K. That would really mean a lot. Like I said, boop, don't cost anything. Boop, doesn't even burn a calorie. Just hit that like button past 1K before the end of this show. That would really mean a lot. Y'all are incredible. And also, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot as well. I'm working my way towards 100,000 subscribers. There are so many other stories that I want to talk to you guys about. And I talk about a lot of stuff over here. So if you're interested in thought-provoking conversations other than just Will Smith, okay, please hit that subscribe button. I got this story about Tyree Sampson that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, the kid who died in the on that amusement park ride in Icon Park. I've been wanting to talk with you guys about that because that story has gotten weird. Real talk, has gotten weird as hell. So if you guys are down to hear that story this coming week, please hit that number 1 in your comments. Just hit number 1 if you want to hear the Tyree Sampson story. That kid is even from my neck of the woods. And I'm actually trying to get a hold of the family because I wanted to get the family on the show as well. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. Let's get into this conversation. We got some more here. Thank you guys for the ones and the ones and the ones. Keep hitting the ones if you want to hear that story this week, because I would love to give you guys the full breakdown of everything about that story. That one's really sad. And then there's a lady running around acting like she's the cousin of the family, securing bags and all that stuff. That's a whole other Charles Dickens story. We will get into it. I promise you that. So appreciate all the ones. We are going to talk about that most likely tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that, okay? But anyway, we got to get into this other piece, y'all. And thank you so much for your support. You guys are incredible. Keep hitting that like button, though. We are almost at, well, we're halfway through, okay? The likes. We're almost at 1K. Keep hitting that like button past 1K. All right, guys. This is something that's very interesting, okay? Now, we already know that Denzel Washington was in the house when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Now, I want to show you guys a few things, okay? One, I'm going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of this video. And this was during the commercial break. This is after Will Smith smacked Denzel, not Denzel. Woo, if he smacked Denzel, whoa, boy, the world would implode, okay? I messed up. What I'm trying to say is when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, they had a little bit of a commercial break after Questlove won for best documentary, which is also a very good documentary. You guys got to check it out. But real quick, I want to say a big thank you to Medusa for the $50 super sticker. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Medusa. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! $50, baby. Thank you. Thank you. But as I was saying, during a commercial break, Denzel went over to Will Smith. And let me just show it to you guys. This happened. I'm not going to play the audio. I'm not playing audio, but you can see right there. He's there. He's chopping it up. Tyler Perry's right there. It's Will Smith. They're all kind of getting together, checking in on Will to make sure everything's okay. They're trying to calm him down. He's obviously emotional. They kind of run off. Denzel puts his hands, his arms around Will Smith like an older brother, like a mentor. Bradley Cooper goes up to him to check on him to see if he's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, there were people that literally just stopped at nothing to be like, yo, are you okay? What's going on? Hugging him out. Everybody, yes, Charlene D. Everybody was shocked. Everybody, because everybody thought it was a skit. Some people didn't know. Bruh, people were just shocked. But you could see even Bradley Cooper walked over, hugged him, you know what I mean? Try to just kind of go, hey, you all right? These things happen. I understand, bro. You know what I mean? Will Smith is, wiping tears from his eyes. Denzel walks over to Jada, takes a knee, kneeling next to her, trying to just check on her, consoling her if she's emotional or not. I don't know if she really was emotional or not. I think she just was kind of rolling with the punches, rolling with the situation. Even myself, I would have been more shocked than anything else. Okay? So, Denzel recently did a sit down with TD Jakes. This right here. And I thought this was very, very interesting. But we are going to look at there's a video that he did, and I can't show you the video, but I can at least play the audio. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. But one thing I wanted to show you guys is obviously during the speech, during Will Smith's acceptance speech, he went on and during his acceptance speech, he said a little something. Let's take a look.
Thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Now, I just want to pause on this man's face. Real quick, just look at Denzel's face. He ain't acting. This man is feeling for Will Smith. Feeling for him. I mean, not only is he disappointed, but I also feel like he's scared for Will Smith. I really do think that he's going, man, what future? What kind of future is about to unfold for Mr. Will Smith, for my brother Will Smith? Damn. This man is really hurting. But I also think that I think it's a bunch of different things. I think he's nervous for Will. I think that he's concerned for Will. I think he's extremely disappointed in Will because it's like, man, you shouldn't have done that, bruh. Why, son? Why, son? But yes, yet he still did what he did. So all he can do is try to mentor him and try to be a guiding light. But you see his eyes are watery. You see the look on his face. You could tell he's shook by what unfolded in front of him. And also on top of it, he's going, man, us black men don't need to be doing this to each other, man. Why are we doing this right now? Us black men need to not do this. We're knocking each other down on international television on one of the only all black produced Oscars. This is the worst moment to have happen right now. The worst. Damn it, Will. Damn. That's what I feel that is going on in his head. I love this man, but I want to kill him dead. You know what I mean? He is exactly what I feel like a lot of us were when we saw the slap. Some of us were laughing our asses off because we were like, oh my God. It was laughing out of shock. And some of us were like, oh man, man, Will, I loved you. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn shame, man. I loved you, man. Why did you do that, man? You know what I mean? That poop mouth with your poop mouth. You know what I'm saying? A little Ron Burgundy for you guys. But you know what I'm saying. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to roll that back one more time because I want to hear his quote because it's pretty fire in my personal opinion. And then TD Jakes had a sit down with him. We are going to listen to that as well. So let's take a listen to this really quick.
Thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Yep. It's almost like he's holding back tears because he feels for Will Smith. You know what I mean? But he ain't wrong. We'll play that one more time.
Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
At your highest moment, be careful because that's when the devil comes for you. Fire. Like I said, Denzel, smart man. He been there, done that. And I'm sure he's gone through a gang of BS in his rise to stardom and staying up there as a movie star. And I commend him for being there for Will in his dire moment of need. Real talk. But before we go into the TD Jakes video, I got a super chat. Disappointed that they checked on Will and not Chris. Good point. Chris is the victim. Total disappointment in all of them. You know, green-eyed baby, green-eyed DL baby. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You got a point there. But I think that they rushed him off. They rushed Chris Rock backstage. And maybe the first person that they can get a hold of quickly during the commercial break was Will Smith. That's what I think, you know? But then again, who's to say what happened behind the stage, who went up to him, to Chris Rock himself and all that. It's interesting, you know? It's very, very interesting. But you do have a very strong point there that they didn't go to Chris Rock. He's the one who got smacked, not the other way around. But they went to Will Smith. But I think that they rushed to him because of the situation. But you do have a good point there. Okay. Green IDL baby, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Denzel was right, but Will was the devil. You know, that is a very good point there too. Very good point there, too. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Real talk. What you're saying ain't wrong. It's not wrong. Not at all. But let's get into this article, though, because I feel like at some point, it's a woulda, coulda situation. They could have gone to Chris Rock if he was out there in the area where everybody was. Maybe they would have walked up to him. Maybe not. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But I think that because he was right there, they just ran to him to see what was going on. Also, he's the one who's getting the award. I'm sure they're going, oh, damn, don't mess this up, son. Like you could possibly win tonight. Don't muck it up right now. And they maybe were trying to calm him down, or maybe they thought that something else was going to transpire and they didn't want him to run backstage and try to beat the hell out of Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. But I do see your point, though, because no one really came to Chris Rock's side and said, yo, Chris, you good? Yo, Rock, you all right? Not really anybody so far from what I've heard. Everyone talked to Chris Rock at the after party. That's what I've been hearing and seeing. Oh, I saw Chris Rock here, blah, blah, blah. He was just in complete shock. He didn't even know what happened, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? But, like I said, it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda situation, in my personal opinion. But let's get into this piece, okay? So Denzel prayed with Will Smith during the Oscars after the Chris Rock slap. I couldn't have sat in my seat. Like I said, he just seems like he's like the dad, the mentor, the Yoda. Okay. Ooh, first one just said something. Let me pull this up really quick because that's fascinating. First one, thank you so much for saying what you said. Thank you for the comment. I'm so sick of the devil getting blamed for everything. How about people start being accountable for their stupidity? You said it, first one. I mean, shoot, the stupidity is part of the devil, right? The devil is stupid. The stupid is the devil. You know what I'm saying? The stupidity is the devil, and the devil is the stupidity. You feel me? But I do get it. I do see what you're saying, though. First one, real talk. All jokes aside, and trying to, be a wordsmith sorta in this piece. I get what you're saying, and you ain't wrong. Some people do need to just sit there and say, "Yo, my bad. That was on me. I shouldn't have done what I did. This wasn't the devil. This wasn't God. This wasn't love. This was my own stupid ass acting a damn fool." And you ain't wrong with that first one. Real talk. But the devil does work in mysterious, messed up ways too, just like the Lord. Allegedly. Moving on. Let's get to this article. Denzel Washington has spoken publicly for the first time about the 2022 Oscars and his response during the ceremony after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage of the Dolby Theater. So on Saturday, the Oscar-winning actor appeared with author and pastor T.D. Jakes as part of his International Leadership Summit in a discussion centered on Washington's career and faith. During the panel, the conversation turned to Sunday night's Oscars, where Smith took to the stage in an unscripted move and slapped Rock after the comedian made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, we already know after the slap, Washington, who was nominated for Macbeth, and by the way, that's a damn good movie too. Denzel kills it in that movie. You should check it out sometime. Okay, it's Denzel. He's a beast. What else is new? Was seen with Tyler Perry. He was also seen with Tyler Perry talking with Smith in a conversation ahead of King Richard's star's Best Actor win and teary-eyed acceptance speech, which doubled as an apology to the Academy. Sorta. It really wasn't really an apology to the Academy. It was kind of I'm going to make excuses and I'm going to blame the devil. I'm going to blame God. I'm going to blame love. I'm going to blame my portrayal as Richard Williams in King Richard for me acting a damn fool. Literally, that's what he said in all of that. And then at the end, he said, "My bad, Academy. Hope y'all will let me come back. Deuces." That's literally what he said. He threw everything and the kitchen sink to blame. Blamed love. Blamed everything. Then chucked up the deuces and walked off the stage. And said, "Oops." I think the only tangible, palpable, inspirational thing that he said during that entire smattering of words that came together into what we would call a loose, messed up, off the cuff acceptance speech was Denzel Washington's devil quote. I think that's the only one that he had that I was like, blow, that's fire. And that came from Denzel. That didn't even come from Will. Everything else was like, the devil made me do it, and God put me here for the this, that, and the third to be the, and it's all about love, and I'm not about the violence. Man, it's enough. Okay. So he kind of apologized, kind of, sort of, but not really. Jakes told Washington during the Saturday event that he had stepped in the middle of World War III. And the actor responded first with humor. There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. The devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. He's my favorite, Washington said, laughing before becoming more solemn. Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of that circumstance that night. So then he went on to say that fortunately, people were there, including Perry, who he said came over immediately and shared in prayers with Smith. The actor declined to discuss what was said between the men at the time and also declined to condemn Smith. He says, there, but for the grace of God, go any of us. Who are we to condemn? Washington asked. I don't know all the ins and outs of the situation, but I know the only solution was prayer. So I got I can't show you guys the video, so I'm just going to put up this still of them talking, and we're going to play the actual audio, and it's kind of quiet, so I'm going to try to turn it up as much as I can, but I want you guys to hear this for yourselves, okay? Enjoy.
You just came back from the Oscars, and congratulations, and hats off and kudos and all of that. But I got to ask you right now, Pastor Washington, you stepped in the middle of World War III. We were looking at Ukraine, and it happened on the Oscars when Will, who I love, smacked Chris, who I love. You came in as a senior statesman into that situation. Now, don't let me tell you about it. You tell me, what happened? What happened? What happened to these icons, these legends got into a fight in front of the world? What happened? No, it wasn't a fight. It was just one person slapping the taste out of the other one's mouth.
This is really funny to me because you could tell TD Jakes is like, TD Jakes loves this juiciness. I'm going to keep it real. He loves it juicy. He's like, ooh, this is great. You know what I'm saying? He's eating this up. What happened? It just, I don't know. It feels like Oprah. You know what I mean? I don't know. This seems a little strange, but let's continue with this video.
Well, there's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Hey, he's my favorite.
Right.
Don't you bother him.
Yeah.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of them.
Okay. So you hear that. And the way I'm looking at it, the way I see this, the way I've been breaking it down is that he's sitting there going, okay, the devil, like Will was on his path, on a good path. But the devil sees him doing something good and wants to take him down and mess him up, mess up his path, mess up the rhythm of goodness that he's been putting out into the world. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing him say in this video or in this interview with TD Jakes. And he's speaking truths, in my personal opinion. Absolutely. When you start doing some right things, that's when temptation, that's when things can get messed up. That's when self-sabotage happens as well. Forget devil. Let's not blame the devil for a second. People's pressure on themselves, self-sabotage, all that. Haven't you noticed that when you see a friend, they start doing really good at something, then all of a sudden it'll be that one night that they went out and kicked it too hard. But that the next day was supposed to be the biggest day of their life that could change their life, but they will sabotage it. Unbeknownst to them, sabotage it because they feel like in their minds, subconsciously, they feel like they don't deserve. They don't deserve the success. They don't deserve the goodness. And I feel like this is exactly what happened with Will Smith. We can blame the devil, absolutely. We would throw that devil in there. We can say devil, temptation, self-doubt, self-sabotage. It comes in many forms. You see what I'm saying? It's like the boogeyman has many faces. The boogeyman has many names. You could call the boogeyman Jada too. You know what I'm saying? You can call the devil anything you want, but it is very much a real thing that as soon as you start doing some dope ass stuff and you are on that trajectory, it's that one day that it catches you slipping, that it mucks everything up. But it is also on himself too. He listened and he did exactly what the energy, the self-doubt, the ego, the devil, whatever you want to call this, love, God, whatever he blamed this on, he listened to those things and said, yes, I'm going to go up there and smack the ish out of somebody, something that no one's ever done in the history of the Oscars. I'm just going to throw all caution to the wind and forget where I am and who I am. So like I said, the devil is called many, many things. Has many different faces. It just depends on what angle you're looking at it at. I got a super chat real quick, and we're going to play the rest of this video. Okay? Susan McIntosh, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I think it would have been more appropriate to pray with him outside after he was escorted from the building. And I agree. And that's another Charles Dickens story to this whole mucky muck. Okay? The Academy should have asked him to leave. Even if he did win the Oscar, they could still sit there and say he won the Oscar, but on behalf of Will Smith, as a presenter, I will gladly accept his award. Thank you so much. They could have done that easily. They didn't do that. They didn't. They let him stay, which was a very, very bad move, in my personal opinion. But let's continue and let's finish the rest of this video.
That circumstance that night. And fortunately, there were people there, not just me, but others in the Gap. Tyler Perry came immediately right over there with me, and some prayers, keep it. I don't want to say what we talked about, but
mad respect for that.
There, but for the grace of God, go any of us. Yeah. Who are we to condemn? I don't know all the ins and outs of the situation, but I know the only solution was prayer.
So there you have it, man. He said, I only know one solution, and that's just prayer. Boom. And he's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to turn this into a Bible study class or anything. Don't worry. I'm not trying to get there. But what he said is not wrong. I mean, if you don't know what else to do, all you can do, if you are there for your friend and your friend is messed up, you just are there with him. Whatever version of prayer you want to do, there are many ways of, there's many ways you can call prayer being prayer. You see what I'm saying? They just did it in their own, they just did their own version of just being there for him. And you could tell, I mean, he was shook how this whole thing went down. He was obviously extremely shook, as he should be. But I think he was shook for the wrong reasons. I don't think it was a shook of, damn, I'm so sorry for what I did to Chris Rock. It was a, damn, I just mucked up my whole career. And not taking any accountability. This was not him sitting there going, oh, damn, what did I do? What did I do? No, he said, damn, I just screwed up my bag. That's why when he won his Oscar and he went up there and he was all teary-eyed, this infamous moment, and saying, hey, at your biggest moment, that's when the devil will find you. Instead of him actually going, hey, I just hurt my friend, or I hurt a colleague. How dare I do that? He went and said everything under the sun. He blamed everything except himself during that award ceremony. So much during that acceptance speech. So much that, to me, this photo explains a lot. If there was real remorse, if there was real, oh my God, what did I do to Chris Rock? This photo that you're looking at right now would not exist. The videos that we've seen of him going in there with the award in his hand, doing this and, getting jiggy with it and all that stuff would not exist. Instead of going to these after parties and doing what I just showed you in that photo, real talk, he should have dragged his ass back home and started figuring out, how can I make up for what I have done? If that prayer that Denzel says that they did, him and Tyler Perry did, over him or with him or whatever, if it really did work, his acceptance speech would have been much more humble than what it was. He was grasping at straws. He was taking no accountability. He liked that speech. He liked the saying that Denzel gave him. So he's like, yo, I'm going to pen that. I'm going to use that real quick and I'm going to quote you. Then he went up there and he quoted him. Powerful what Denzel gave, what the seed that Denzel planted in Will Smith's ear. But did it grow into something that showed that he learned from what Denzel said in those 30, 45 minutes before he won the Oscar? Before the announcement? I can answer that question for you right now. No, he didn't learn nothing. And I'm sure he's just now starting to learn it after 7 whole days. But none of that sunk in until way after the events were over. He only gave a damn. about winning that damn Oscar. He only gave a damn about that. He's like, my mind is on the prize, and this is the only thing I give a damn about right now. I'm the belle of the ball. Highest accolade that any actor can ever get, finally. So as much as Denzel sat down or stood alongside with him in solidarity and prayed over him, prayed with him, I don't think any of it really sunk in with Will Smith. Probably now it's sinking in, but it didn't at that time. Still, there has not been an apology really personally delivered to Chris Rock. They have not spoken. He has put out his apology on Instagram and all that crap, but that doesn't mean nothing. He has resigned from the Academy, but that also doesn't mean a damn thing. That really doesn't mean anything, y'all. It doesn't. It doesn't. And what sucks is that he had his cake and he ate it too. He smacked the ish out of a dude, and he still won the Oscar at the end of the day. And still didn't say sorry. Still did not take any accountability for it. So I commend Denzel for standing up and saying, hey, you know, he did what he did. It was wrong. He's like, I don't want to go any further on that. I get that. Sure, I get that. That's respectful. And I appreciate him praying over him, but I don't think that really was working for Will Smith at that time. But I did like what he said in one of the parts. I need to pull up this quote here really quick. He said, where was it? Boom, boom, boom. First, Washington. Okay, hold on. He said, who are we to condemn? He said, who are we to condemn? Let me say this. I'm with him 110%. We are not perfect. Man, I've messed up so many times in my life. Bruh, I've had so many terrible moments in my life that I mean, come on. Everybody has their moments of losing their cool or making mistakes. We are human. It's fine. Who are we to condemn? I get that. I'm with that all day long. Who are we to condemn? Fine. But it's what he does from this point on. It's what he does from this point on. It's him physically going out of his way to go and try to reconcile with Chris Rock, asking for forgiveness. All those things. Those things are the things that we need to be seeing from Will Smith. If he's asking for us not to condemn him, because you have to show that there is proof of change. But if he's not willing to change, then he will be put on the chopping block for all of us to chastise and point at and gawk. And some make fun. Have you seen the SNL skits? They're hilarious. Just saying. But he has some serious work to do. I got some super chats real quick. Blogs and teas. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Good job, my boy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support. And thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all the support, y'all, and all the comments and all the love. Please hit that like button past 1K real quick. We're almost there. Keep hitting that like button down below. Please, please. I got a couple other super chats real quick before they all disappear from me. Hold on 1 second, because I'm scrolling through a whole bunch of wonderful comments. Dory McNulty, hello, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Ego equals ease God out. Ah, interesting. Okay. And that's exactly what Will Smith did, choosing lower energies over immediately apologizing to Chris Rock. Thanks, Pascal. Well, first off, thank you, Dory. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being a member. I appreciate these $5 that you just gave me in this super chat. I really do. Thank you. And you ain't wrong. Ego is ease God out. Wow. Ease God out. That's a good one. And you're right. He was choosing lower energies without a shadow of a doubt. Even when he had his other colleagues come up to him and say, rubbing his back, being like, you okay, man, hugging and all that, he still went up there and tried to justify his thug. Seriously, he said, justify my thug. Real talk. He really did do that. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I said that. That is a deep cut. Justify my thug, okay, bruh. Okay, Justin Fleming, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Okay, but he went up there and he tried to justify his thug for bitch slapping Chris Rock. I said it. Justify my thug, okay, bruh. Okay. But yes, for me, I go, yes, I appreciate Denzel for doing what he did. But does that change? Does that change anything that happened after when he won the award? No. Even his first apology, his first initial apology was self-righteous as F. Bruh. Do I still have it up here? Yes, I do, because I'm just one of those guys. But it says in the very beginning of this speech, of this apology, his first apology, it says violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. You start off with that, and I keep wondering, did Jada Pinkett write this for you? Because that's what it feels like to me. Did she write this for you, bro? Come on, let's be honest. You know, we ain't gonna judge much. Did she really write this for you or no? But he starts off with being self-righteous. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. But then he comes up with an excuse. He's like, oh, you know, jokes at me is okay, but jokes at my wife, but a joke being made about my wife's medical condition, we got issues. You're going to catch these paws. Interesting. Just saying. He got a lot of work to do. This young man, this 50-year-old man has a lot of work to do. But I said it before and I'll say it again. In this crazy, wild turn of events, this is part of his biopic in real life. This is his biopic moment. And you know for a fact, at some point, maybe when we're all old and gray, or we are all just dust in the wind, they will make a Will Smith movie, biopic. Are you kidding me? They will. So, in my mind, there's only two ways he can go. Up towards the mountain of redemption, and he goes on an apology tour, which is most likely what his PR people are going to do. He'll sit down with all the interview greats, Gayle King, the Oprahs, probably get on The View with Whoopi Goldberg. I'm not sitting here saying that she's one of the greats, but I'm just saying the big platforms. Maybe, you know, Joe Rogan, so on and so forth. And he'll go on his redemption path. He'll speak and talk with some sort of person that's going to rehabilitate him, therapy and all that stuff. And he's going to be like, okay, my bad. I'm so sorry. Lo siento. Por favor. Lo siento. He's going to do that for a little bit. So there's that. There's that route. Or he just goes straight down and says, everybody loved the bad guy. Okay? Everybody loved the bad guy. Maybe that's what is going to happen. Maybe he's just going to go straight Scarface up at this Biz Naive and just say, F it. I don't care. I'm going Bobby Brown now. I don't care. Where the crack at? You never know. You never know. So, if he goes on this route for redemption, I'm with it. I want to see him transcend. And I want to see him change. And I want to see him be someone who actually practices what he preaches. That's what I want to see. So I'm with seeing this part of it, this new chapter, Act 3 of his biopic, which is Redemption Time. Okay? Redemption song. I want to see it. I'm with it. Because I think there's still a chance for him to get back into our good graces. Because there's a lot of people that are still Team Will Smith out here. A lot of us are out here still going, come on, Will. Or Chris Rock deserved that, man. You protect your woman. There's still people out here that still love his ass. So we'll see. I got another super chat. Shawnette Clark, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. She says, how has Jada showed up for him? They are both so dysfunctional. Yeah, she really hasn't shown up for him at all. Has she? Has she? Hold up. Let's find out. We're gonna go to Instagram real quick. So here's her Instagram, and I've had this up for days. Okay, so let me hit that refresh button real quick, and let's see. Jada, nothing. Only thing she's put up is the same ish I talked about before, which is this is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. I feel in my heart of hearts that she is literally saying, hey, get ready for an amazing episode of Red Table Talk. She doesn't care about anything except that bag. That's the vibe I get. She hasn't done a live. She hasn't said anything. But I do also understand, like on the other side of the other, you got to look at the other shoe, right? You got to look at the other side of the fence. Maybe their PR people are sitting here saying, yo, don't say nothing. Don't say a damn thing. Let's let this die down for a little bit, and then you can talk. But even so, she never says anything else except this. This is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean, man? I'm not with it, baby. I ain't with it. Hit that like button down below, guys. Hit that like button down below. I got a couple more super chats and another comment that I want to pull up here. So please, we are almost at 1K. Hit that like button down below and get it to 1K, baby. Thank you. I got a not a super chat, but a comment here. Devin S., thank you so much. The Pascal Show. Here's my question. Why does society have a hard time focusing on the well-being of the victims, but we'll talk about the mindset of the perpetrator in a heartbeat? You know, I think it's because, and that's a very good question. Why do we focus on why do we don't look at, like, say, Chris Rock, but we look at Will Smith? Because I don't know. What's interesting is I feel like in this particular situation, this story with Will Smith, one, it was so unorthodox, so surprising. And I think what makes it more fascinating and why people focus on it is when it's something that's out of character. You know, like if Conor McGregor was out here beating people up, we wouldn't be that surprised. We'd be looking at the victim. We'd be looking at them going, oh my God, is this person okay? But if Will Smith decides to go out and beat somebody up, it's really unorthodox. It's surprising. So you go, whoa, this is so out of character. What's up with this dude? Right? And also with this particular situation, we are still looking at him. We're still looking at Chris Rock. But right now, Will Smith's career is going up in flames right now. So we're all trying to get front row seats watching a burning building go down. Real talk. We're all sitting here trying to see ish hit the fan. And we all want to get the best seat in the house. Because and I said in the beginning, no one likes to see the rise of somebody famous. They really love to see the fall and the demise of a famous person. They love to see how it dismantles on the way down. They don't care about the rise. They don't care about the liftoff and the rise to stardom. But I feel like this particular one, it's very, very interesting But I do see what you're saying, though. There are a lot of perpetrators out here, serial killers and all that stuff, where we will obsess about that person rather than obsess about the actual victims that they have done, heinous, terrible crimes to. But that is very interesting. That's very true. You got a point there, Devin S. You definitely got a point there, Devin S. I got the C4RB13. Thank you so much for the, I don't know what ZAR is, but thank you so much for the $70 ZAR. Hey, bro, what made the Will do it? He was still laughing while walking up to Chris. Yeah, I think, okay, thank you for the 70 ZARs. If I'm saying that right, I'm sorry if I'm not. Thank you for the 70. But I think this is what happens. We all have our weird tics. We all have our little idiosyncratic moments that we do. Like, I think for him, he resorts to humor quickly. He resorts to his laugh and his humor. And I think that's what happened. The Carbon Czar. Okay, thank you. The Carbon Czar, $70, 70 czars. Thank you so much. But anyway, I think what happens is the Carbine. Thank you, Lateef. The Carbine. Thank you, man. But anyway, I think that he has a tick. And his tick, whenever something gets awkward or uncomfortable for him, is that he'll laugh. He'll go, you know what I mean? And I think that's what happened when he smacked him in the face. I think he knew what he was. Of course, he knew what he was about to do, but I think he knew it was wrong or it was awkward and it was strange, and then he just kind of put out a laugh into the whole thing. Because the thing is that there's something else here too. There was the entanglement interview. If you notice in that entanglement interview, let me take this down real quick. So in the entanglement interview, they're sitting there talking, and you already seen the face. Well, I still have it here. Wow, I still got that here too. Man, I am digitally hoarding right now. But anyway, you can see right here, okay? He is wrecked. But this is the entanglement interview. But every time it got a little weird, he tried to make a joke. Mr. T, thank you so much. Oh, it's South African dollars. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. But every time something got weird, right? Every single time it got weird, he tried to throw in humor. He'd be like, yeah, man, I feel like I'm at a press conference at the game, and after the game, and no. Because he's just trying to be Will Smith. He's trying to be funny. He's trying to be charismatic. He's trying to be the Will Smith that everybody knows and loves, and trying to make it seem like we good. This whole situation with Jada and this whole August Alsina thing and all that, I was already cool with it. And so we're talking about it live on here to show that I'm cool with it, man. It's all good. So I'm going to throw out some jokes because, it ain't nothing. Even though you said it's been a long time since you've been happy, since you've been sassified. It's all good. And he throws out jokes as a defense mechanism. So I think that's what happened when he walked up and laughed. Because he knew what he was about to do was wrong. And I think he knew what he was about to do was going to be awkward as hell. Okay. I got another super chat in here. Let me grab that real quick. We are at 1K. Thank you so much, guys. Yes. Oh, and also the other thing, too, you can't forget, Jada Pinkett Smith had August Alsina living in their home. Interesting information for you, but yeah, just so you know, you can stuff that in your pipe and smoke it. Let that linger. Let it seep all the way down to the marrow of your bones. Because yes, Evan Benz, yes, or Evan Benz, yes. Mike Lowry let his wife have another dude, which was Jaden's friends live in their home while Will Smith was out shooting a movie. Yeah. It's 3 o'clock and I'm faded. That dude was smashing Will Smith's wife in Will Smith's bed in Will Smith's home whilst he's overseas shooting a damn movie. And yet he's still showing up to these events with his entanglement wife and saying, everything fine, bruh. Everything's fine, bruh. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Will Smith was having his cake and eating it too. But then this thing leaked. And then she turned it into an opportunity to turn it into an episode on Red Table Talk. I think there's moments that you keep things behind closed doors. You keep things quiet. You work your problems out, your marital problems with your loved one together, not live for everyone to sit there and pass judgment. Oh, I just think it's messy. That's just what I think. I think it's absolutely bloody messy, love. Absolutely. Lanikia, the McLeod, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Pascal, love your show. Invited my son Dre to the show. Violence solves nothing and shows a true lack of character. Young men need examples like you. Aw, thank you. And what's up, Dre? Sup, man? Thank you so much for inviting your son to watch this show. We gotta talk about these things. I that's what sucks about this. But I feel like every single story that we do on this show is an opportunity for something, a teachable moment, especially for us men out here, because it's not easy out here. The world is changing. And I'm not sitting here saying that women can't have their cake and eat it too. If there's an understanding between y'all, then you go and do y'all thing. Shoot, if y'all understand that and there's a clear understanding, no jealousy whatsoever, because if there is jealousy and if there's that kind of tension, then it ain't cool. But if there's an understanding, then do you, baby. Pursue the happiness. Whatever makes you happy, as long as it's consensual and no one gets hurt, go for it. But if you are sitting here and you're not cool with it, y'all need to sit down and talk. Y'all need to sit down and talk. But homeboy was out of town, and his wife was knocking the boots in his bed, in his home, with another man. And he's still with her. And I get it. Man, you do crazy things for love. I get that. I fully get that. Love will make you do crazy things, as he said. I get that. But work out your ish behind closed doors, not on an international stage for everyone to see. That's what I think. And this is not about men need to control their women, because I know some of these guys out here are trying to say some crazy stuff like, this is how you ain't supposed to do that stuff. No. Okay. To each their own, okay? Like I said, to each their own. I'm not here to go into your bedroom or behind your closed doors with your relationship and tell you how to conduct your relationship. But at the same time, I do believe that communication rules all. And if you don't have communication with your spouse, with your loved one, then there's no relationship to be had. And you may need to just circle back and get back down to the bare bottom denominator to find out what it is that is keeping you guys together in the first place. Is it love? Is it money? Is it just them baby kids? What is it? And figure that out for yourself between y'all. Don't put it on no Red Table Talk. Don't put it on no freaking Snapchat, no IG Live. Like, sorry, but Shameless throwback, but remember when the baby was with what's her face? I forgot her name now. I forgot her name. Danny Lee, and he's sitting there going, "No, you just my side chick." Baby mama, by the way, on IG Live, getting messy as hell, huh? If you're having issues with your loved ones, you don't put your stuff on blast. Period. That's not how you do it. That is messy. Messy. That's not controlling your woman or controlling your man. That's not being anti, like a misogynist or being emasculating or being a feminist or anything like that. This is literally communication. That's it. And until you actually work it all out, don't put it on the world stage to see. If y'all need to sit down and there needs to be couples therapy and all that stuff, then do that on the low on your own damn time. Nobody needs to see this stuff. The hell is wrong with people, man? That's why he lost his damn mind. Eugene Lane, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's why he lost his damn mind. And I know a lot of people will sit here and go, we have got to blame. I said this on the last show too. We blame Jada. Jada's the devil. Well, let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. And again, Eugene Lane, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. But I'm going to tell you this, and this is some real stuff. So get ready for it. It takes two to tango, baby. It takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, not one. You can't drag a person around that doesn't want to dance, right? You can't drag them around. That's a lot of dead weight. Have you tried to carry a dead body? That's weird. Never mind. I'm not going to ask you that because I don't want to know your mess, okay? But imagine trying to drag somebody around to try to tangle with them, and they just limp as hell. You think you're going to be able to dance easily with that person? No. But hey, Will Smith is dancing with Jada. He's allowing this to happen. So before we go ahead and look at her and just go, oh, she the devil, so is he. Why? Because he's allowing this to happen, or he allowed it to happen. He allowed himself to go on to the entanglement conversation. He allowed it to happen. I said it in the last stream, and I'll say it again. So all you guys in the nosebleed seats can hear it. Let me just say this again. He allowed this ish to happen. He went into that room with all the producers, all the guys who shoot, the video guys, the cameramen, the editors, and all that stuff. Sat down, talked about it. Entanglement. Emasculated his own damn self willy-nilly. Get it? And instead of them going, hey, babe, maybe we shouldn't air this. Or, hey, editors, can you cut out a bunch of this stuff where I'm sitting there saying, it's been a long time since I've been happy. And he's like, And you could tell she's just twisting that knife in his chest even harder. Just clockwise. Real talk. You could see he's breaking apart. But instead, they still air that ish. And that's one of the most, I still have this too, one of the most viewed Facebook watch movies or shows ever. And he allowed that to happen. He allowed that to happen, babies. So, again, I'm not trying to defend. I'm going to say this real quick because I know some people are going to be like, don't you defend Jada? I'm not defending Jada. I'm not. But it takes two to tango. By the way, let me pull this up and blow it up a little bit bigger. Do you see any shackles on his wrists or feet? Do you see a gun pointed in the back of his head? Is she holding a knife? Is there anything in this photo that gives off the vibe that he is being brought in here against his will? Pun intended, not intended. Don't worry. I'll wait. No. And if he wasn't cool with this, like emphatically, passionately be like, no, I'm not going on this show. What the hell's wrong with you? He wouldn't be in this show. He wouldn't have talked about 3 o'clock and I'm faded. He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. But he did it anyway. I don't know. Maybe because he loves her or whatever. The sky's the limit on why he did that ish. But he still did it on his own merit. And he's continued to allow the show to continue to talk about their bedroom stuff, crazy stuff. To the point where Jada said some stuff about how he is in the bedroom in other interviews and stuff like that. I mean, emasculating the hell out of this man. But here it is, though. He's allowing it to happen, baby. He's allowing it to happen. So it takes 2 to tango. Both of them are in fault here. They allowed this all to come to a head. They've been very sloppy. And they need to be better than that. I think I got another super chat. Yes, I do. Let me grab these super chats real quick. Shawnette Clark, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. In my Tina Turner register. What's love got to do with it? Like I said, they just dysfunctional. Yup. What's love got to do with it? Yep. Seriously. Just saying. It's dysfunctional as hell, and they're allowing it to be put out there on that show, and they showed it on the Oscars. They just getting sloppy, yo. They getting sloppy as hell. Let's see. Charles Austin. Let's see. That's not true, Pascal. Will Smith only needs to apologize to one person and his family. That's Chris. Yep. And his family. I'm sorry. That's Chris. No, he doesn't need to do it on a world stage for all of us to see. Just him and Chris. I agree. That's what I said. He needs to go over to Chris and say, my bad. He needs to personally go over there and go, man, my bad, bruh. Homie, let's go grab a drink. Let's go grab dinner. One of the best places in town. And let me just apologize to you like a man. Not write it up on this thing and put it on Instagram in hopes that you'll see it. No, I need to see you face to face and say, my bad, bro. Please forgive me. Okay. Bridget Hardison, thank you. Hardison, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate all the super chats. ATL Lady Leo 1, thank you for the comment on YouTube. Where did it go? There it is. Pascal, you are so right. If they had those red table talks with their marriage counselor, no one would have ever known. Yes, like I said, if this was behind closed doors, this would be a totally different conversation. In fact, if he still did snap like this, yes, the rumor mill would be going crazy, and we will all be trying to figure out why this is happening. But at least we wouldn't know all this BS. It would just be rumors. But they've put it out there for the whole world to see, to judge, to pick and prod and poke at and make fun of, make memes out of them, so on and so forth. It's sad, y'all. You know, like I'm a Will Smith fan. I'm all of their fans. Like I like Jada Pinkett stuff. And in fact, I do appreciate some of the conversations that she's had on Red Table Talk. A lot of it's unconventional. A lot of it's pushing the envelope on things. Yeah, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate the thought provoking side of things and thinking outside the box on certain things. But when it comes to the very personal sides of things, I'm not cool with it. I'm just not cool with it, y'all. I'm just not. Keep some of those things to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. Man, this makes me think of something. Maybe I can find this. Maybe I can find it. There's something that I thought was funny in the okay. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys this. Mm, nah, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not gonna show you guys this. Nah. There's just some interesting people who are starting to analyze, starting to analyze the slap, but they're taking it to a whole other level that I think is really, really extreme and ridiculous. And we're gonna. I definitely want to talk about it, but I think I'm gonna hold that off for another time. But Drelo 310, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, but yeah, like I said, all of this is very, very messy. They have a lot of work to do. Will Smith has a lot of internal work to do with himself. I wish it wasn't this messed up, and I wish it wasn't this jacked up, but it is. But I do believe that in time, he will start to reemerge and try to go down that route of redemption, of redeeming himself. And I've said it before earlier in the show, and I'll say it again. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I think he can get a chance to redeem himself. And I also think that this can be, I think that this is an opportunity to inspire other people, knowing that, hey, you can go and do something bad and still have an opportunity to come back out on top. And if he is successful with that, then hey, hopefully it'll inspire other people to try to continue to do the right thing. Because I know some people will do this. They'll go, damn, I messed up and now I'm the bad guy. And then they dive into the world of negativity and they start doing even more terrible choices. They lean more towards their vices. They lean towards more drugs or whatever it might be. Sex, drugs, whatever. More violence, whatever it may be. Instead of going, wait, this is an opportunity for me to be better. This is an opportunity for me to grow as a human being. People get a defeatist attitude and just throw in the towel. And I'm hoping that maybe he won't do that. I really hope he won't. And I'm hoping that Jada, even though everybody out here is feeling some type of way about Jada and putting a lot of blame on her too, and I don't blame people for putting the blame on her too, but I really do hope that she's being a beacon of hope and a beacon of light for him and a beacon of positivity. I know she says she's there for this is a year of healing and she's here for it. I really hope that she does exactly what she says she's going to do and not try to turn this into a money-making moment. That's what I think. This mental health thing is a real thing. And a lot of us have a lot of demons that we have to work through or fight. Will Smith has some demons that he has to get through. And I hope that when he gets through it, we see him on the other side as a better, stronger, and more positive human being. But I'm with the redemption. But first, the number one thing he needs to do is go straight to Chris Rock on a personal, private level and make an amends with a longtime colleague. That's where he needs to start. He needs to start where the problem started and go from there. Anyway, guys, that is the show. Appreciate all y'all for being on. You guys are incredible. We made it past 1K. That's incredible. Man, what an incredible show. I appreciate all y'all for being on. 2,000 plus people have been on. It's been the wildest show, and it's been amazing. I really do appreciate it. I do have a super chat here. Let me put this on. Read this really quick. Pam Gross, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I'm going to put down the music a little bit because you deserve some love too. You gave me the $5 super chat, so thank you. Thank you. Okay, live and learn. I appreciate it, man. You are incredible as well. Thank you. But the devil also comes at you at your lowest moment when you agree to an open marriage to please your wife. Absolutely. And that's why I'm saying I agree with you, Pam Gross. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. This is the reason why I say it is more important than ever to be more verbal, more communicative, or whatever it is. Use the communication. Use your vowels, okay? Use your words and talk. Period. Talk more. Speak up. If you have a problem with something, if you don't want to be a part of that swing of life, talk to your wife. Talk to your loved one, your spouse. Make it abundantly clear. Because that might be the thing that makes or breaks you as a relationship. Speak up or forever hold your peace and stay there in marital demise. Period. Gerald Neal, thank you so much. Great show, man. You deserve every super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Gerald Neal. There is another super chat here. Let me grab it. It looks like I may have missed one in the past. Justin Fleming. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Missed my super chat. I don't know what you said, but maybe you can rewrite it, Justin Fleming, in the comments really quick, and I will read it out loud. I don't know what you put in or how much you put in. I thought I did read one of yours, but I could be wrong. You may have given me another super chat, but still, I do appreciate the $2 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Nana Norton, yes. I agree. He needs to apologize to the general public as well, but I also think that it starts with Chris and it goes from there. That's all. It starts with Chris. He's still got a lot. He's going to be doing an apology tour. You know for a fact that's going to happen. He's going to be on Oprah or he's going to be doing something and he's going to have that sit down. Trust. You already know that Oprah's already called his ass this week, being like, hey, you doing okay? Yeah, I'm good. And she's just in there going, well, if you ever want to sit down and talk about, you see what I'm saying? They're all calling him to see if they can finesse an opportunity up in this biz-nie. Trust me. Think about the ratings. You know what I mean? Drew Lowe, 310. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I really do appreciate it. I saw a member's comment, so I wanted to pull that up before it disappears. Good show today, fam. Nat A, thank you so much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate it, and I really do appreciate you being a member for 8 months. Thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much, okay? But yes, it starts with an apology with Chris Rock, and then it goes throughout everybody else. That's it. And, of course, we'll see what happens with his movie, with the Emancipation movie, the Apple movie. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it's received, if it's any good or not. And we will also see what happens with the Academy if they make a decision on whether they're going to keep, if he's going to keep his award or not. Oh, there we go. Justin Fleming. Yo, what about, he says, I'm just going to kill the music for right now. Okay. Yo, what about Tiffany Haddish? Trashish. Sorry. That's funny. I like that. That's funny. I was happy to see that gives me hope that mentality is toxic as F. And that was coming from a so-called comedian's mouth. Hope the comedy community took note. You know what? I don't know how much you gave me on that super chat, but I do appreciate this comment. And I did talk about her sitting there saying exactly that. She said, I was happy to see the smack. She was happy that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock in the face. I don't agree with it at all. I do not. And it seems a little out of turn given the fact that she is also a stand-up comedian as well. Now, some people will disagree and think that she's not a stand-up comedian, but there's a lot of people out here that do believe that she is a stand-up comedian. She ready, and people are going and seeing those shows all the live long day. So I don't agree with what she said. It was shocking to me too when she said that. Oh yeah, I like that he, it gives me hope. No. What it's doing is it's opening up a new can of worms, making it okay for people to walk up on any comedian's stage, if not, and smack them, or worse, maybe erase them from this planet. That's how crazy this is the extremes that people are going to take it. So Tiffany Haddish actually condoning this kind of behavior is wrong. Is very, very wrong. And I hope she has had an opportunity to sit back, maybe smoke a blunt, and let this marinate. And maybe she'll come back with a better response and go, actually, sorry, whoops. Didn't mean like that, had a little bit too much champagne that night. My bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But yeah, she needs to retract that comment quick, because then she might get blackballed from Hollywood from just you saying that. And then now you got another Monique on the list. And we don't want that. I like Tiffany Haddish. I think she's funny. I think she's really good in the man. Girls Trip. Shoot, she's electric in that movie. Legendary in that movie. That's why she is out there as Tiffany Haddish. I wouldn't say her stand-up is great, but at the same time, I love her and her movies. So I hope she doesn't do that. Hopefully she goes back and she says, I was wrong. I got some time to think about it. I was wrong. Because violence is never the answer. Real quick, C. Wilson, thank you so much for the $5 Canadian. I really do appreciate it. Enjoying your show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, now we got some more super chats. Wow. Thank you so much. Charlene D, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. New subscriber, 100 emoji. Thanks for all that you do. Loving the vibes here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And I appreciate, man, let me put that back up. Thank you for subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Charlene. You're amazing. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Every single last one of y'all, please do not forget, okay? Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? I really appreciate all y'all for being here, showing the love, showing the support, okay? Oh, and one thing, okay? I need y'all to do me a favor. Every single last one of y'all. I see about 1,300 people still here, chilling with me, chilling in the cut and having a good time. Ricard, thank you so much, Ricard. I really do appreciate the love, man. Where's Ricard? There he is. Thank you so much, Ricard. I really appreciate it. And you're awesome too. Thank you. One thing I want to say, because I know that you guys are all still here. If you guys can do me a favor, I have a secondary channel. It's called the Pascal Show Clips. I'm starting to put more the clips from these longer version shows into more bite-sized pieces over on this secondary channel. If you guys can please go over to the Pascal Show Clips and hit that subscribe button for me, because I'm really working hard to get to 1,000 subscribers over on that channel so that I can do more things with that channel. So if you guys can do me that solid, go over there, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And then you guys can also see more bite-sized pieces over there on these longer shows, because I know some of y'all don't want to see every piece of this show. You just want to see a little bite-sized piece, like more like a 10 to 15 minute piece instead of a whole hour and a half. Sometimes now we're clocking in 2 hours right now. So if you guys can please go over to that secondary channel, the Pascal Show clips, give a little bit of love over there by simply hitting that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot. And because I got a lot of new things coming around the bend starting next week, which I'm really hype about. And yeah, I would just really appreciate the support, because I'm going to be asking for more support here next week with my new platform, with my new show, or my new studio that I'm putting together right now. So if you guys can, I like that, Pascal's Munchies. I like that. And that's funny that your screen name is S Brownie. That's funny. That's very funny. Pascal's Munchies. I like that, actually. I might change it to Pascal's Munchies. You never know, baby. I like that. But anyway, if you guys can please go over there and do that for me, I'd really, really appreciate it. Okay. I know that that's a lot to ask, but like I said, trying to build these platforms to the right thing. Now, the other thing is, I'll say this too before we get going, before we wrap up. I will be doing next week we'll be seeing a completely different background on the nighttime streams, because I'm going to be doing more in-person shows, in studio with other co-hosts and other conversations. We're going to be talking about the things we have been talking about, but it'll be a different look. Still be kind of purple, but it's going to be a bunch of other people in the same room with me, chopping it up about the things that we talk about in the morning and afternoon lives. And the show will also be live, so you guys can still contribute, still talk. We still will be reading your comments and your super chats and all that stuff. So that show is going to be called Pascal Raw. At some point, we're going to be moving that show to another channel, which is called Pascal Raw. But right now, I wanted to get everybody over to just get used to the vibe, get used to the people that I have in the show, and then go from there. Because I want to have bigger conversations. I want to have bigger conversations with other people and hear differing opinions. And that's everything from headlining news people that are either families or a victim of something, to comedians, celebrities, musical guests, so on and so forth. It's going to be something really, really dope. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. Okay. Will you give us updates on the breaking news of Cassie Kari? Yeah, I still am kind of gathering more information about that particular story. I will let you know more about that most likely tomorrow, because I still don't know a lot, about that particular story. But I will look into it. I promise you that. Okay. And yeah, the nighttime show is going to be starting off next week. And if you want to see the growth and what I've been doing, because I've been building things out and I've been putting in little vlogs to show a little behind the scenes of the build out. And I'm telling you, this room, oh my God, this room looks ridiculous, y'all. It's incredible. And we're not even done yet, but I'm hoping that tomorrow will be the final day of installations and wiring and all that, because we are putting in outlets and lights and all this stuff. It's going to be something incredible. And I couldn't do it without your help and your support. Again, I can't do this without your help and your support. So please join my membership down below, or hit that Patreon so you can see some behind the scenes stuff. You know what I'm saying? And help support this channel. That would really, really mean a lot. I'm working really, really hard, and I have a huge, very, very big dream of something very big, a massive dream that I want all y'all to be a part of. And it's being accomplished because of you guys. It really is. So please do me that favor and check it out. Hit that subscribe button. Go over to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Hit that subscribe button over there. Please. Trying to get to 1,000 over there. And join. Support the show. I got a lot coming up. Oh, and a lady, let me say this too. Where I'm at is where the show is at is inside of a recording studio. A gorgeous, being built out still studio. So I'm going to be bringing in more music. I'm going to be bringing in more parodies. I'm going to be bringing more of those things for the night show. I cannot wait. Like I said, the night show is going to be off the bloody chain, and I can't wait to share this with all you guys. It's going to be fun as hell, and that all starts next week. I just don't know yet what day we're going to get started, because we're still working some stuff out. Still, okay. As far as like the construction of things, okay? It's taking a little bit of time, but it's coming together gorgeously, and I can't wait to share with you guys. But if you want to see the journey so far, go to my Patreon. Check it out. Join there. Support, and you can see the stuff right there, okay? But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. There was a lot of asks. I know it's a lot of asks, but I appreciate all y'all for being on, sharing the love, sharing the support, being dope as hell. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, y'all. Keep it positive. Keep it wonderful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next show. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.